need some scraps of yarn. This white one is drop snow and the blue ones are thrifted. And don't worry if you have a different weight of yarn. I will show you how to make this with whatever yarn and needles you have. You will also need circular needles. I used 6mm with quite a long cable, and then just scissors and a hook or a yarn needle. I knew I wanted the scarf to be approximately 30 centimeters wide, and to figure out how many stitches to cast on, I did a little swatch. Just cast on 10 stitches, knit a little, and then measure how wide your swatch is. Then just put it in this little cast on calculator. I will link it below, and it will tell you how many stitches to cast on. Of course, you will have to double it because we are working in the round, so the scarf is extra warm and we don't need to purl. Cast on however many stitches the calculator told you times 2 using the long tail cast on method. I am wrapping my yarn around the needle 10 times so I know how long the tail will need to be. And because I am casting on 60 stitches, I will make the tail 6 times this long. Then just cast on the stitches. I will link some tutorials for casting on and off and working in magic loop and stockinette stitch in the description. In the middle of your cast on stitches, pull up your cable so you have one loop, and then pull up your needle so you have a second loop. This loop also marks the beginning of the round, and you can place a stitch marker here. Make sure the stitches are not twisted and then just knit in the round until you want to change your colors. Make sure first the stitches in the round are really tight so there's no gap. I split my colors like this because I had a lot of the dark color, so I did 10 centimeters of the dark blue, 5 centimeters of the light blue, and about 1.5 centimeters of the white. To change colors, just leave about 10 cm tail, cut your working yarn and start knitting with the new color. I made my scarf about 130 cm long without the fringe, and I wish I made it a little longer, but whatever. When you are happy with the length, cast off and turn the scarf inside out. Weave in all your ends into the same color. You don't even need to cut them after you weave them in. Just turn your scarf back right side up. For the fringe, cut about 25 cm pieces of your yarn, fold one in half and use a hook to pull the loop through. Pull the two ends through the loop and tighten. Repeat this all along the two edges and you are done.